Hey everybody! Welcome to Primetime Kitchen's How Tuesday. This is episode number 25. We're just back from vacation and excited to do another video for you tonight. We're going to do a chili. This is the chili recipe that I've used to compete at the Crime Line Chili Cook-Off and a number of other things.
And we won these spoons.
We've been lucky enough to win a couple spoons. Now, the difference between this chili and the chili that I make is this. So this chili is just going to be a ground beef based chili. The chili I make for the cook-off is braised beef chili, which takes a long time to do. Of course, we can't do that in just a few minutes with you guys. So we're going to tell you how to make that delicious flavor, but we can do it with hamburger. And to be honest with you, most people probably won't even know the difference. I'm Jim. That's my wife, Tori.
Hello, hello.
And if you don't mind, during the video tonight, if you could like and share, we would really appreciate it. We're going to be doing a lot of tweaking in 2018 to create more of a subscription thing so we can have a group, so we can also inform you guys of cool stuff we're trying to put together, flavor experiences, food experiences, travel experiences. We got a lot of cool stuff coming up in 2018, so you guys stay tuned. And other than that, let's see. Like and share, like I said. Visit our Primetime Kitchen Facebook page, which you're on now. ptkradio.com has some merch, which we're blowing out. Great Christmas gifts. I don't know if we have time to get you anything, but like all the shirts have been marked down to like $10. So
a couple people bought some today,
so
good, we'll send them out. They'll get them before Christmas. So if you guys get your orders in probably by like next Wednesday, you'll have it before Christmas.
So yeah, good stocking stuffers for people who are fans for the show. We have tons of sizes and styles and stuff like that. So if you could, it's ptkradio.com. Plus you can learn more about the radio show and look at all the other great videos we put up. And if you don't mind, we do have a YouTube channel. Subscribe to that as well. That's also a place where you can see all the videos we've made. 25 of them teaching you how to make everything from fried chicken to corn pudding to how to brine your turkey for the holidays. So we appreciate you tuning in for that. Other than that, oh, by the way, our vacation was incredible.
Yeah, so we have a bunch of questions. We're so happy we're back to you guys.
Oh, awesome.
So Andrew wants to know if our house sold yet.
House sold today.
It's under contract. Thank you to
Oliver Brothers Real Estate. And look, Mike Oliver, I'm going to put something up on Facebook on all my platforms that really kind of explains what Mike is all about. It's a letter he sent to the other agent talking about us closing this deal. And it just goes to show you that professionals who handle business like this can also have fun personalities. It doesn't mean that you're not an effective agent, which I absolutely love. So we love those guys. Oliver Brothers Real Estate. It's theoliverbrothers.com. And we really appreciate Mike. Wassey's Meats, thank you guys very much for sponsoring Primetime Kitchen, PTK. Other than that, man, let's get going. Let's make some chili. First things first.
Yep.
Preheated our pan, which we're using a Dutch oven, Tori.
Yep.
The old Dutch oven. This is going to be about an hour. I thought you were calling me down. I was like, oh, what? So we have some olive oil, a little bit.
I'm calling you now?
No, I thought you were making fun of me. I'm sorry, it's my bad. I thought you were making fun of me. So I have some olive oil in. Not much, just a little.
Let me get to the bottom of this wine.
Stop! And so we just have some hamburger meat, but it's important about the hamburger meat. A lot of people are like, I'm going to buy lean beef because lean beef is going to be healthier.
Why are you talking like that?
I don't know. I'm excited to be back on there. But it may be healthier for you, I guess, whatever. But what you want is fat. We want fat because we want to cook our vegetables in the fat from the beef. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to come over.
Okay.
And we're going to saute off. It's depending on how many people you're trying to feed. We like to make a big thing of chili if you're going to make it and go through the idea of making it. Do it, make enough to eat. Because of course we all know chili's better the second day anyway.
So Lori wants to know if you gained weight on the cruise.
Oh, wow, Lori, thank you so much for asking. Well, the short answer is, yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah, Tori, would you like to tell the putting on of the jeans the last day of the cruise?
Well,
Tori?
I mean, that was funny, but how about you crushing a chair while we're laying on the beach?
I was hoping you forgot that. Turned out you didn't.
In Haiti? I don't know if they're going to be able to hear us because you're loud-ass meat over there cooking.
Well, I'm sorry. They're going to have to just deal with it. This is how fine cuisine gets made. Yeah, so there was a very rotten, dilapidated.
It wasn't rotten.
It was rotten. It was rusted the entire side.
You sat down in it and you crushed
broke in half like a saltine. I mean,
so bad.
Everybody on the beach was laughing, and myself were laughing after about 30 beers. Yeah, but and then the last night we were going to go out. I had a pair of jeans that I hadn't worn yet. I was like, I'll just put these on, and I did to about mid-thigh. Then I took them right back off and went to the dirty jeans.
And I looked at you and I said, "What happened?"
Right. The funny thing is, she knew I got fat.
Okay. Peggy said she missed us.
Well, tell Peggy that I miss her as well.
Boost wants to know if it's Boost. It's either Pear or Perry.
Okay.
If it's 2018 yet, or because they're waiting for the Jim Colbert show.
Jim Colbert show is on its way, which I'm so freaking excited about. You have no little idea how crazy excited I'm about to kind of create a different vibe.
Yeah, that'll be awesome.
Which I'm super excited about. All right, so you'll see this is pretty rough. So basically what that is, that's half an onion, and these are medium onions.
Yep.
I like lots of onion in my chili. So I put a lot of veggies in my chili, and it's done well because it's cheap flavor, and it allows you to not do other tricky stuff that winds up getting you in trouble. I think one of the big problems when people start making chili is they try to do too much. This happens in cooking all the time. Guys see people on TV, they're like, oh, I saw that chef use turmeric, and so it must be great. Well, I mean, they don't even know what it does. They don't know what it tastes like. So stop outthinking yourself. By the way, I'm going to leave that kind of chunky. I don't mind that at all.
No, I like it chunky.
Right.
Gives it some texture.
So you can see, that's probably about a cup. I want a little bit more, Tori.
Yeah, for sure. Hey, what are you drinking? What are you drinking?
Honestly, you know what I'm drinking tonight? Look at that. This is an old Southwest dish, and I find that crispy lagers go really well with it, so I'm drinking a Dos Equis tonight.
All right.
So, and we're going to put a Dos Equis in the beer. Usually...
We're going to put a Dos Equis in the beer?
I mean, in the chili. Usually I only use Yingling. I only use Yingling for my chili. It's all I put in it forever. But really, to be honest with you, a lot of the beer cooks off. The flavors and lagers are pretty darn similar.
Yeah.
So I think we're going to be fine. So we're going to wind up going ahead and doing 2 onions here for us.
Okay. So Ryan has said that his kitchen has been under construction for 2 weeks.
Oh, man.
Man, we lived through that in our other house.
A couple times.
With 4 children.
We've lived it through at this house, too.
Alex wants to know how big the next kitchen is.
It's pretty big. The funny thing, it's actually weird. Space-wise, it's giant.
Yeah.
But the actual area that we're cooking is not that. We're going to buy an island, to be quite honest with you.
Well, I think we're going to have something built.
Yeah.
We are going to kind of construct an area just for PTK's How Tuesdays.
Right.
So it's easier for you guys. I don't have to run around. Everything's kind of wired in, and it looks a little more professional than me walking around with a camera.
Kind of like that thing Tom and Dan are doing with their podcast, where it's like the
on
split
Twitch.
screen on Twitch, which we're more than likely going to wind up going to, because that's just a platform that I think is going to be very efficient, and an audience that we want to kind of get has access to that. So that's what we're going to wind up probably doing. We're kind of weighing out all our options and talking to people who are doing it in different platforms. We want to find out which one's going to be the best for what we're doing.
Bonnie wants to know why you put oil in the pan before you fried it.
Okay, that's a good question, because I find that if the pan is not super hot, I didn't want it to be real hot.
Right.
Because it'll stick to the bottom.
Okay, I gotcha.
And although I don't mind that, I put in olive oil adds flavor, let's face it. So it's just something I've always done.
Okay.
When I start that, I know a lot of people have asked me, they're like, why do you put oil in there if you're sauteing beef that with this 70-20, 75-25 fat?
Right. Merry Christmas, Sandra. Ryan said, dirty gems, dirty jeans.
Oh, yeah, right. So that's about 6 cloves of garlic.
It's never enough, though.
It's never enough. So we're also going to do some bell pepper. I know that a lot of people get freaked out about putting pepper in chili. I find that the peppers actually add a lot of flavor, and to be honest with you, add some color and make it look good. That's not a lot of this. You don't need a lot of it. You don't want it to get overwhelming, because it can start taking on the characteristics of other things. Like when you get hamburger and bell pepper together, if you don't watch out, you're automatically getting that whole stuffed bell pepper feel. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, Brett said the only thing that he likes in his chili is meat and beans.
You know what? We put beans in our chili, and a lot of people freak out about that.
I don't understand that.
We put beans in our chili, man, because it's, for one thing, they have a great consistency. We buy good stuff, though.
Hey, Katie wants to know if you've ever made chili with venison.
I have.
What?
And actually, that's one of the only ways I like venison. I'm not a gigantic venison fan.
Nope.
And like one of the only ways that I'll eat that is in stews or in chili like that, because you can bury the flavor of it a little bit. It's a little gamey and irony for me.
In my old life, when I was married to that black guy, We used to eat venison all the time.
That's what I heard. I heard he was a hell of a hunter.
It's gross.
There you go.
Okay, they're making jokes.
So we're cutting up just this. We're going to do a little bit more green when we get done. And really, to be honest with you, let's take a little break from this and get our hamburger meat out of here.
Yes, Casey, this is the award-winning chili minus the beef. He usually slow cooks his beef, and but tonight we have to use hamburger meat.
Yeah, we're going to use hamburger meat and to be honest with you, a lot of people just aren't going to go through the trouble of cooking it like that.
Okay.
Because it's a little involved.
Okay.
And
so what's happening here?
We're pulling the hamburger meat out, but we want to keep the fat in. See that nice shimmering, beautiful beef fat? That's what we're going to saute our vegetables in. A lot of people they'll like, oh, I'm going to drain this, and they'll put their draining thing in the sink and they'll pour this out. And what they're doing is they're pointing out all this incredible flavor. Look, you're going to wind up cooking in oil anyway.
Oh, okay, I see.
So use the beef fat. Always use flavor. And there's another thing we're going to kind of go over when we get a little bit later in the recipe, which is actually not going to be that long.
Okay.
Cool thing about this dish?
So fast.
No secret. Everybody thinks, well, I'm going to simmer this chili and blah, blah, blah. I do take a lot of time to make that mole kind of that turns into the base of my sauce, but you do not have to get great tasting chili. You don't.
So, Alex, yeah, I will work the camera, but I don't exactly know how we're going to set it up, but it's going to be a little bit easier and probably better. Maybe I should say this. It's going to be better quality.
Yeah.
It's not going to be, I mean, I'm still going to have interaction and stuff with you guys because I think this is pretty unique. I really don't know of any other show that kind of does this, right?
No, there's not many.
Yeah, so.
Nothing like what we're doing. Nothing like this kind of.
Yeah.
Also, we're going to have a lot of layers that will give us much better sound.
Yeah.
We'll have those basically like the news people have when they attach onto your.
Hey guys, like and share. Brett, yeah, a lot of people like me holding the phone and kind of moving around and stuff. I just don't feel like you guys get the quality. I don't know, maybe you do and I'm just overthinking it. Smoked paprika, is that a secret ingredient?
It's going to be in here, that's for sure. Smoked paprika is a real, I like the smoky flavor.
Okay.
So we do some smoked paprika. Now that's our veggies. We'll have a little bit of jalapeno, but we don't put jalapeno in the recipe. Okay?
All right.
So we have these beautiful onions.
Beautiful onions.
And here's another thing, man. When these onions start cooking down in this beef fat, they have a smell that is impossible to ignore. They really do. It just turns in great. So while that's going to saute, because we're going to add the rest of our veggies after that, and to be honest with you, man, this thing's going to move.
Dude, Alex puts garbanzo beans.
You can do that. Guys, a lot of guys like black beans in their chili. I like the standard old, good, firm, red kidney beans. That's my fave.
Kathy always puts the pepper in the chili.
Now, here's another little heads up. If you have an opportunity, these are all organic. We buy the fire roasted tomatoes because it gives it just another kind of depth of the smoky. When the paprika kind of hits that flavor, that char,
right,
it really comes alive and gives you that real kind of campfire-y feel, you know. So we do like the fire roasted tomatoes. So while I'm doing this, I'll tell you exactly how we do it.
Okay.
So I use this. A lot of people get freaked out about the tomato stuff. I use diced, which is what I have here. These are diced tomatoes. I use crushed tomatoes.
Yeah.
Right?
Okay.
A tiny bit of tomato sauce, not much, and then paste. Now, the paste is important. You could actually get away with none of this because of the crushed. But the paste is vital because the paste adds the body. And really, when the chocolate goes in, that's right. I said chocolate.
Did you buy some chocolate?
I did.
Did you hide
we
it?
have
Oh, okay. I thought you
some
had
powdered chocolate.
Good
And then,
chocolate.
of course, this is the chipotle. And,
Okay.
we're just going to take the mole out of there. We're actually going to chop a couple of these peppers. We're going to put them in a little bit later.
Okay.
And those are also very smoky.
Yep.
And here's the other one of the other big. These are the two things I think that cause my chili to be one of the winners. Okay.
Oh, I feel like you're kind of being a little arrogant.
I'm not
right
being
now.
arrogant, but I'm just telling you.
It kind of feels that way.
Most people ask me, "What's that one thing?" Well, there's two because all this is relatively common stuff. So this is roasted beef base, better than bouillon. Okay.
Okay.
When this is used in conjunction with some beef stock and the other ingredients, specifically the chocolate and the chipotle, and then this magic little thing here, by the way, I've had this for 5 years and I've not used it all.
Yep.
This is red wine reduction, and you can buy this from restaurant stores pre-done, or you can just cook down bottles of wine. However you want to do it, this is easier and less expensive, right? So the reason why we do that is when you have a lot of tomato, you get that acidity. And that acidity can take over chili. And I think a lot of people don't pay attention to that. So what you have to do is you have to add something sweet, some kind of sugar.
Okay.
And I know guys will be like, well, I'll just put a tablespoon of white sugar. Or I'll put a tablespoon of turbinado, that the raw sugar, whatever.
Yeah.
And I always thought to myself, why would you add something to chili that is not going to enhance the flavor? It's just going to provide a balance of acidity. So let's do something. So what are we like? Wow, red wine goes with tomatoes. Red wine goes with chocolate. It fits with everything we're making. So I decided to use that, and it does add this magical richness while taking away a lot of the acidity of tomato, and it works great. I'll show you exactly how much. It doesn't take much. That's why that bottle's lasted forever.
Okay, so Tom said, glad you're back. Do you find that you can get good deals at garage sales and stuff on like kitchen, pots and pans, cooking equipment?
Are you kidding?
How about this? This,
That came from an auction.
I got it at an auction in like Longwood, I think.
The most expensive thing I have that I cook in, that thing that you guys saw me brining the turkey in,
Yeah.
that's a $500 pot. I got it at a garage sale for $35. The lid of that thing is $125.
Yep.
So the answer is yes. Not to mention, I bought my food processor. I bought you get the idea, my coffee press, all of it at garage sales for literally a tenth of the price.
Right.
And sometimes you can find stuff that has literally never been used. And the reason why is because they were gifted the stuff. They never used it.
So we added everything else
This is the garlic and the peppers. And
Okay.
always cook the onions long. The garlic goes in with everything else because you don't want to burn the garlic. And we still have plenty of fat in this pan.
From the hamburger.
Plenty of fat.
Okay, Lori said that she uses meatloaf mix and beef and pork in her chili.
You can do that. I know. Matter of fact, a lot of guys will use veal in their chili. Some guys will use ground lamb in their chili. You can do whatever you want. We just like good old ground beef because it's got that great, wholesome, beefy flavor.
Yep.
And beef carries these chili, these real earthy flavors very, very well. Cheers.
Casey uses part chorizo, part beef.
You gotta be careful with chorizo. The only problem I have with it is it can take something over pretty quickly.
Okay, so just use it sparingly.
But you know what? I know guys who use smoked sausage, but to me that kind of turns it into something else. To me, chili, and I know this is like old school, to me chili is some kind of beef, some beans, and the right mixture of tomatoes and spices. That's what I think it is.
Hey, Peter, we are on YouTube. If you go to YouTube and you type in Primetime Kitchen, you will find us, and you should subscribe to us.
We think that would be a swell idea.
That would be great.
What's that guy's name?
Peter.
Dude, get off your ass.
Peter
for real.
Schwab.
Get off your ass. Come on. We got business. All right. So saute these down. And this is a real simple chili. It really is. It's just the mix of flavors that have caused it to kind of... And you got to taste that balance. And somebody would always say, hey, what's the recipe? What's the recipe? Well, the recipe is a lot of things. What it is mostly is me building the bottom part of the chili, which is what we're going to do here in a second. So
Yeah.
We're going to build the bottom part.
Yeah.
That's how we're going to do it. It's going to be... Do you know what a dead giveaway it is that you're screwing with me when you go, yeah, talk some more, yeah? You get the goofy face on me or the wizard.
Yeah, but you don't even know what it is. You don't even know.
What is it, the wizard?
I don't know. I'm not telling you.
I'll look at it.
Say ho, ho, ho.
Oh, Tori. I'll drink. I'll make it sound like a raging alcoholic.
Whatever.
Okay, so let's...
What the fox say?
What?
What the fox say?
I don't know what foxes say. What are you talking about?
That's a song. What the fox say?
Wait. I don't know.
Okay.
All right.
Loser. Okay, Alex wants to know if you could put in cinnamon.
You can. Don't. Because again...
So no.
Here's the thing. Cinnamon is one of those really difficult things. I mean, you can put it in there. I don't mind. I mean, but it does change the entire complexion of the sauce and the chili, which I don't agree with. I like it just like this. So
Yeah?
yeah. You're so bad at it, you know?
I'm not bad.
You are bad at it.
No, because I got away with this for weeks before you even knew about it.
Well, then that makes you a bad person. More importantly, a bad wife.
This is my favorite one. Look at me.
Okay. So with the chipotles,
Yep.
start small, build it up.
Okay.
Put some in early because there's some heat in there. You got to be very careful
Okay.
because you get a little bit too much in there. So I'll put a little bit of peppers, chop them up. It basically turns into a paste. So as we build this chili, which we're going to do right now,
Okay.
our veggies are sauteed down.
Have you ever made your own chili powder?
No, I haven't. But you know what? We know so many of those great little Latino Hispanic markets
Yeah.
that have the dried anchovies where all you have to do is put them in a pulverizer and make your own. I've heard people do it, and it's great, but I don't have time for it, so we just do it this way. Okay. Here's what I was going to say earlier.
Okay.
You build chili.
Everybody's so happy we're back.
Oh, that's awesome. Tell them thank you very much, guys. I appreciate that.
Fun.
Build chili from the bottom up. Tomatoes in.
Does green pepper take over the taste of chili?
No.
It's pretty plain, right? I'm gonna put it over here.
Yeah, because we're gonna do it big.
Yeah.
These are diced, and actually it's a pretty big dice. The ones I usually get from hunts aren't this big, but I do not mind.
Chris would like to know how much salt and pepper you put in your hair.
Oh, that's funny.
No pepper. No pepper.
Look, everybody's got jokes now. Everybody's funny. Some crushed tomato. That's probably about a cup and a half.
Okay.
All right. We're gonna do a beer.
You're welcome, Tracy. I'm glad you got your tumbler, dear.
Beef stock.
Cheryl's checking in. Her and Ricky, remember they won the.
Oh yeah, they won they're the sweetest people. They came over, picked it up, we hung out with them a little bit. Their daughter's the sweetest.
Yeah.
What a good experience, and those guys are
Her name's Nia.
big supporters, real sweet. About a cup and a half
Yeah.
of beef stock. Okay.
Very good.
Yeah. Beer. Now usually I put the whole beer in there, but I'm not going to because I want this to cook down enough so we can actually show you kind of what it looks like.
Okay.
Okay.
Can you cook with garlic cloves after they start to sprout with the green centers?
I've done it.
Have you?
Yeah, sure.
I've tasted it.
You have.
It's been awful. Oh, we had a couple new subscribers that are popping up on my phone as we're doing
that's
this.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Okay. Start slow with this. So we're going to start building the flavor. So we have our tomato base down. All right, we'll put the paste in a minute because the paste actually comes after the fact because you can actually taste it impact your chili. So first things first, chili powder.
Trevor asked if it's a sin that he's watching this and eating pizza rolls.
That's fine.
You look very interested in what I'm doing.
About a tablespoon.
Okay. 2 tablespoons? 3 tablespoons.
Yeah, I like a lot of chili powder, man.
Okay.
Okay, the one you have to be careful with is cumin, because cumin can get real cuminy, like everything will taste like a taco.
Kumini,
So,
get your
again,
ass in the house.
We know we're going to at least use 3 tablespoons of chili powder. We may actually come in there a little bit more, all right?
Okay.
So what we're gonna do this with cumin though. See how much chili powder?
Yeah.
Camera down here if you don't mind.
Are you
Look,
seriously telling me?
it's only about a teaspoon of cumin right now. If we have to add more, we can. You can't take it out.
Okay.
Now, if you've noticed, I have not salt or peppered anything. All right, here's why. Because when you build chili, get all your wet ingredients first, and then start building your flavor. Okay?
Okay.
So we have our chili powder in, we have our cumin powder in. Okay, we're going to do a little organic. Where'd it go? We're going to do some smoked paprika. This is actually organic cayenne pepper. We're going to do a little cayenne to her.
Yep.
Just a couple sprinkles, again, for now.
Are you summoning me to the pot?
Yes, I am. Smoked paprika. We're going to put, I don't know, about a half a teaspoon or so in there. You don't want to get crazy, and you can add more.
Okay.
Here's where it gets interesting. All right, we're going to do about a tablespoon of roasted beef.
What is that?
Ah, it's roasted beef base.
Bouillon? Better than bouillon.
Yeah, like a beef base.
Okay.
All right, restaurants use this stuff all the time. Look at the color already kind of getting that. Look at that.
Brandon said his grandma's 2-day-old chili is the best.
Good anybody's 2-day-old chili.
Why? Why is it better than that?
Honestly, I don't know if they'll ever figure it out.
Brittany wants to know why you're wearing a bow tie.
I'm not. Or maybe I am. First tablespoon of tomato paste.
Okay.
Heaping. Okay?
Okay.
Heaping. Beans.
Yep.
Listen to me.
There's a lot of ingredients here.
Actually, they're not.
Mike said Professor Beef Paste.
Professor Beef Paste is my name?
Yep.
You know, I don't hate that. Can I tell you, I've been called worse.
Brittany said, oh, you need to make it thick.
No, actually, you know what the funny thing is, Ricky? Brittany.
What'd you think I said?
I thought you said Ricky.
No.
So, it's funny you say that thing about the thickness. What I actually do is, like, you saw me put half a beer. We're only going to do that because of the show here. I would usually put way more beef stock and more beer in there, and then we cook it to our consistency. Okay. There are a lot of people who will use roux which is, a flour and fat mixture.
So you drained all of the.
Yeah, we're going to do another one of those.
Okay. Well, I'm going to come over here and stir this while you're doing that.
Yeah, you can also add that beef back in there. You want to do this? Here.
Yeah.
Because the beef is good.
Let's do it.
It doesn't really have a...
I feel like I'm rubbing my stomach and patting my head.
But you can't do that.
But I can because I'm doing it right now, but in a different facet.
Tori, can you look into a mirror and fix stuff on your ears the right way without reaching to the other ear?
Yes, what are you?
I don't believe you can. I
You
want
are
you to show the audience
crazy.
that you can do that.
What do you want me to show?
Like when you're looking in a mirror,
Yeah?
you see the wrong side of your head or whatever.
What are you talking about?
Tori.
Nobody sees that except for you. Professor Beef Cakes, whatever he called you.
I like that one. Keep that one coming. Chipotle peppers.
Okay.
Okay, let's get those in there.
Okay.
Okay.
This is never going to cook in time. I mean, I'm not naysaying your dish here.
No, it's already done. Basically.
I don't know.
You can move now. Ooh.
Wow. Really?
Burn!
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Okay,
It got really quiet because you just got yelled at.
stop. Chili powder? More.
Brittany said that she'll drain your beans all right. Brittany
Oh,
is
cut your
hot
ears.
right now.
Look here. Wine. This is the wine mixture. Look.
How much?
Call it devil's blood. Look.
Ew. That's like black, right?
Yep. Like your heart.
It is.
Like your filthy, nasty black heart.
Brandon wants to know who's excited about DJ's new show.
I'm excited about it. I know that.
Oh, it's going to be so much fun, right?
Chocolate.
Chocolate.
Yeah, okay. So again, with the chocolate, be very, very careful
Yep.
because you can get crazy with the cheese whiz here and kind of ruin it.
You sometimes get a little nuts like that.
So chocolate in. That's probably about a tablespoon and a half.
Walter, that was our daughter. He said, "Who's the chick right there?" You guys pick up everything, man.
Now, have you noticed the changing of the color of this chili from when we started? Bright red tomatoes.
Dark.
You can see all of that, but look where we are now.
It looks like there's
Rich.
cinnamon in there, but there's not.
But there's not. It's just this chocolate,
Yeah.
the chipotles.
Yeah.
We have the bouillon. Now, the reason we didn't put salt is, and I didn't explain it because Tori started screwing with me with the filter.
You have lost your mind. I'm a little tired tonight for you to be jumping at me like that because it'll make me have a reflex.
Oh man, I've made this chili so much. that
I love it. It's my
I've made it.
favorite.
So the reason earlier, what we do, we're putting in the we put in the chocolate. We wait to the last because again, you can and I can taste that chocolate.
Can you?
Oh yeah, you
Did
can
you put
taste
too much
for
in
sure.
it? You ruined it.
No, I didn't.
You
But you know what
ruined
this
it.
does need?
What does it need?
Because this is my beer in my house.
Hey. Does Jimmy remember pigs on stilts?
Pigs on stilts. What is that?
I don't know, but it sounds kind of like sexy.
What makes it sexy?
Well, it sounds like it's something that was like not spoken about.
I don't know. So what
And
else?
it was from a dude that asked you that.
What I was saying about the beef bouillon is, so that stuff has tons of sodium in it. The paste,
Yeah.
you know. So that's why I don't put any salt in this chili until the very end because I want to find out how much salt that beef bouillon. Usually, I actually don't wind up putting any salt because the bouillon has such a great flavor to it, and it interacts with all the liquids, and it just basically produces this beautiful, rich beef kind of stock.
Yeah.
That works well with everything.
Brandon said, my grandma would knock me back into the 80s if I put chocolate in her chili.
She'd never do it. Tell you straight up. That's going to simmer. That's amazingly good. I haven't made that chili in like 2 years. That's gonna.
You're a little braggadocious.
I'm not bragging.
Tonight.
It's just I'm honestly I can't wait to eat this because it's so good. But the cool thing is once you get these recipes down, guys, it's like when you braise ribs and you just learn how to do stuff like the deviled egg recipe that we did earlier. These are things that I can make in my sleep because I've made them so many times. It just becomes a mantra. You're just like, oh, cut things, put it in there. And you'll find that I didn't taste that one time. I've made this chili so many times, and I'm not bragging. It's the repetition and the of learning how to get to a certain flavor profile that I literally would have served that without testing it. I would have known that that was close enough to serve. But that is really good. So what we're going to do is, Tori, we're going to just bring this up.
Yep.
And to be honest with you, it has like the perfect amount of liquid, which actually makes me a little bit nervous I would usually like a little bit more liquid in there because I like to simmer that out. It softens the beans.
Yeah.
It really breaks the meat down a lot more, and it richens. It just kind of intensifies the flavors as we cook the water from the beer and the beef stock out. But
So how was your Thanksgiving?
that was great. Are you kidding? We cooked a perfect turkey on the Big Green Egg.
What does turkeys do? Do it.
Go over here and talk to me.
Do it.
I'm not gonna.
Do it!
I'm not gonna say gobble gobble.
You said it. Oh, that's so funny. Have you made Denver green chili?
Actually, I entered what I thought was the best chili I've ever made. I entered into the contest, into the Crime Line Chili Cook-Off.
And it sucked.
As it was not. It was incredible. Still to this day, my son's favorite thing I've ever cooked is that green chili that we entered into. That we called it the Green Monster. That it was all braised pork belly and cubed pork. It was freaking delicious. It didn't even come close to winning.
Wasn't it so cold when we got back from the cruise?
Oh my God! It was, when we got off the ship, it was like 44 degrees.
Some might say you needed a scarf.
Although I can't say that I need one now. So you can back that up. Guys, remember, if you like this video, like and share. We appreciate it. Visit the YouTube channel. Tori said that earlier. It's Primetime Kitchen. Just type that right into the search bar, and it'll take you right to our YouTube page. Subscribe there for us if you don't mind. God only knows where the show's going to be. We're looking at doing it on Twitch. We got a lot of cool stuff coming up. Go to ptkradio.com.
I got some badass t-shirt designs coming up too.
Oh, yeah, I saw them. They are very cool.
I'm super excited.
I like the shirt you have on today that you designed.
Yeah?
Can you show everybody?
I could.
Show.
Hold on. You're making this difficult.
Why am I making it difficult? Well, stop screwing around with the filters and show them the shirt.
Happy Pride Day.
Happy what?
Pride Day.
Oh, hey. Happy Pride Day.
Okay. I don't know how to flip this around.
Don't worry about it.
I can't.
I was going to say, just turn the camera around. It says not
Oh.
today, Satan. Well, don't shove it down your cleavage. My God almighty, Tori. It turned into a porn stream all of a sudden.
Hey, look. We
Right.
have like
Hey.
150 people.
All right. So, we're just going to simmer this chili for about, what I like to do is simmer it for about 30, 40 minutes.
Okay.
You don't need to cook it all day. And if it starts getting to the point where the soup on top is a little too thin, just cook it a little bit longer. Don't add any roux to it, please. Don't do anything to thicken it unnaturally. Just let the water cook out of it as it simmers to the point where you like it, and then it's good.
Yeah.
So this is the championship chili. You want to get a little bowl going so we can dress the bowl up?
I do.
Okay. Well, Tori, you have to stop. Just stop. I'm going to wipe it. Stop.
This one's so funny.
Here we go.
Yep. Robin said meow.
Meow. Oh, God.
Justino. Is it Justino? Justino loves our show.
Oh, right on.
Has a really good time.
So this is the Chipotle chocolate
Yep.
chili that we've done pretty well with in a couple contests. This is the hamburger or the ground beef version.
Yep.
All right.
Yum.
Got that beautiful, nice, rich sauce.
Yep.
We're going to dress it. This is how we dress it. This is literally exactly how we eat it here at the house.
We do.
And look how long that took. It's 7:34. We started cooking this at about 5 after, and basically it's done. All you need to do is simmer it a little bit more, and it's done. But really, you could eat this chili right now, and there'd be nothing wrong with it at all.
Hi, new channel. Hello. Stefan. Stefan said hi, new channel.
Yeah.
So he's new.
So a little dollop of sour cream.
Yep.
All right.
Blake said you need to keep the funny business to a minimum.
Okay. We're not real good at listening.
Nope, we're not.
So,
Thanks, Mark.
come out here.
JR, the meat that he's using tonight is hamburger meat, but it's typically
75-25 fat.
yeah, but it's typically
Braised beef that takes, you braise down beef stew beef with spices and vegetables.
Yep.
You make a braising liquid out of beef stock and bread wine.
Yeah.
And all the spices that go into this. You braise that for 3 hours The beef comes out, shreds apart, and then I use that liquid as the base of the chili. That's how it's normally done.
Yeah, it is phenomenal. It takes 2 days.
6 hours to cook it, just for us. But when I cook it for the cook-off, it takes me 2 days. It takes 1 day just to prepare the beef.
So Bill wants to know where he can download the ingredients. Bill, we will have it on ptkradio.com tomorrow afternoon.
Yeah.
It's brought to you by Oliver Brothers. They sponsor the recipe section. So if you go to ptkradio.com and you click on How Tuesday, and then you can go through every single thing that we've ever done and click on the recipe there. And it's actually interactive. So if you want to double up the recipe or whatever, it'll tell you exactly what you need for that. What is this fanciness?
It's just chives.
Oh.
So there you go, guys. That is basically the championship chili done with hamburger. It's got some chocolate in there. It's got some chipotle peppers in there. It's got a tricolor of bell pepper, a lot of garlic, of course, cumin. It's got some red wine reduction, smoked paprika, some beef bouillon, a little bit of beer in there, and of course some beans, and good old American hamburger meat. But I'm telling you, when you blend it around the right way, it comes out to be one of the better chilies you can have. Very, very rustic.
Yep.
Good smoky, earthy flavors.
Yeah.
You can actually hit that with a squeeze of lime if you wanted to, if you want it to get real bright and fresh. But believe it or not, the cilantro does a good job. I actually like a couple zips of sriracha on mine. That's how I'm going to eat it tonight.
What beer or wine should you pair with chili?
Okay, so with chili, actually Pinot Noirs go well with it. Cabs go well with it because red wine goes well with all the stuff that's in chili. As far as beer goes, now, a lot of guys are drinking IPAs with chili. I do not understand that because chili has so much flavor to begin with. I just like a good, crisp lager. This is Dos Equis. Just a good lager. Heineken would do. Budweiser's fine. Like Sam Adams is fine. That's a good, crisp, lagery beer that doesn't have a lot of hoppy flavor. Is going to go great with that. It really is. It's going to be good.
Chris wants to know if Obama would eat this.
I think even Obama could find it in his heart to eat this. I really do. I don't think Hillary would. Hillary'd send a spy out.
Rodney said that he watches this show every Tuesday, and we have to stop not being here.
Oh, why? He likes it. No, that's awesome. We love doing it, and we can't wait to get into our new spot because it offers up like a lot of live audience possibilities because the kitchen's so big, and we're going to do an island. And by the way, we're not going to be using the stove anymore. We're going to just be using the oven. We're going to be cooking right on the tabletop, right in front on 2 burners, so you can see every single overhead shot of what we're doing, and Tori will have control of all that, and then we'll have also the handheld that we can go back and forth to. So we're really, really excited about that.
Jane wants to know when you're going to write a cookbook.
I'm not ever probably going to write a cookbook.
Kathy, we missed y'all too. We love doing this.
Yeah, the cookbook question comes up a lot, and I just have I don't know. I guess I could bind all the ones I put up. It's all free online. Why would I put out a cookbook?
Yeah, but if you bind it up, people will buy it.
You think so?
Yeah, they like that kind of stuff.
Well, maybe so.
I guess they would. I don't know.
Maybe we'll find an illustrator to do that.
Is that a home arrest bracelet you have on? No, Tom. It is my it's my iWatch.
Tom, that's the best question that's ever been asked on this show.
Vance said beans don't belong in real chili.
I know.
Buddy.
I almost made a pot of Texas Red tonight, and buddy, that's as basic. Hey, tomatoes, chili powder, hamburger meat.
Sounds awful.
Onion. But we're not going to do that. We want to make something. I promise you, make that chili for somebody. They're going to like it. I mean, it's a good chili. I don't mind saying it. Been cooking it a long time. Never had anybody say they didn't like it.
The address for the recipe again is ptkradio.com. And you go to How Tuesday, and you can find all the recipes to all of our past How Tuesdays.
Yep.
Also, you can find all of our past videos on PTK Radio, or you can subscribe to our YouTube channel, and that's at Primetime Kitchen on YouTube.
Yep. Follow us on Facebook. We really appreciate all the support, guys. We have some cool events coming up next year. Also, by the way, I think we have 2 spots left. If you want to advertise on the show on Primetime Kitchen next year, the radio portion of it, and of course be a part of this as well, just email us. It's primetimekitchen@gmail.com, and it's real easy. And if you have an interest, it's very affordable. Look, it's working for the Oliver Brothers.
Yeah.
Man is getting listings left and right, and certainly work for the Wassies. They're our presenting sponsor, and it's killing it for them. So the show has a lot of possibilities for everything from travel agents like our friend that was on earlier, all the way up to guys who own restaurants. We're also starting a couponing section, so the people who listen and watch the show can go there and get discounts for being a part of it.
Yeah, it's gonna be
Yeah,
like for PTKers. If you
Tom
if you're
Dan had that
registered.
hookup page where you can click on the button. It's gonna exactly like that. I don't mind. I mean, those guys don't mind stealing them. It's basically the same idea. You go to a page. All the people who support the show are also going to give you guys discounts, maybe free apps. Who knows? We're going to get that going as well. But we do have space. PrimetimeKitchen@gmail.com if you want to be part of the show. We're actively selling it at the beginning of the year and probably will not have any packages by February. So we really hope you guys have enjoyed the show today. This is That Chili. Go make it this weekend. It's going to be cold again. So hope you guys enjoyed it. Like and share as always. And thanks for supporting Primetime Kitchen. And this is episode 25. Primetime Kitchen's How Tuesday. It's chili, player. We'll see you
That
guys
kind of goes with what I did.
We'll see you guys next week.
Bye, guys.
Bye, guys.